Hi everyone, I hope everyone's doing fine today. This is the time of the year. I always do state of the watch collection twice a year, once in May and once in November, as these are the 2 months before I start either reducing my collection or adding some new timepieces to my collection. So I wanted this year to make the video and then afterwards start by choosing which watches I will be reducing, which watches I will be selling. And I think I will start then with the watches that I will definitely not be selling, so we can take them out of the equation, and then we can go inside the watches that I would be selling. So I'm wearing today my Delma. So as you know, I wanted to start the collection with only having 3 watches, and then 7, and then 12, and then one thing led to another, and I have around 30 watches now. Might be a good idea to start reducing them, because even with 30 watches it's very challenging to wear them all. So sometimes I try to wear each one at least one day every month, so at least I would be giving them a little bit of love. So let's start by my favorite watch, and the watch that will never be selling. This is my grandfather's Datejust. It's a beautiful watch, 2-tone, comes with a Jubilee bracelet. I just put it on this beautiful ostrich leather. Looks really nice, as you can see, with the black dial, non-quickset date function, which is a little bit annoying, but that's why this is one of the watches I only keep on the winder. Looks pretty nice. Actually, you already saw this one, so let me put this one on. As you can see, it looks pretty nice on my wrist. So that's my number 1 favorite watch. So I think my number 2 favorite watch would be also the Datejust, because it's the first one that I bought with my own money, and with the first luxury watch, and I really like it. I got the 16234 white gold bezel, stainless steel. At the time it wasn't that interesting. It was just, I like the Datejust style, I like the 36 millimeters, and I wanted something that's not 2-tone. So my idea was to have the 2-tone for the weekend and this one for the weekdays. So it's just like having one watch, but at the same time 2 variations of them. And then one thing led to another, and yeah, I bought another one that I was thinking also it would be my only 3rd watch, was this Tudor, which is one of my favorite watches as well. And I bought it almost at the same time I bought the Datejust, or after it a bit. I thought, okay, in the summer I would need a diver. I didn't want to buy a Submariner because I wanted something different, and this offered the something different that I was looking for. Bracelet, amazing bracelet. Bezel action, really nice. 200 meters, smiley, ETA movement, works like a workhorse, and pretty nice watch, pretty decent watch. One of my favorite divers, one of the divers also that I think would be a future collectible because of the ETA movement and the very cool shape of it. So this is one of the watches I'm not thinking about selling, at least at the moment. Maybe in 10-20 years will be different. So let's keep it with the Tudor, as it's something. This is one of the watches that I think this will be the last time you will see in my state of the watch collection, as I think my wife is wearing it more than me right now, and she likes it more. I love how it looks on my hand, even though it's very small. And as you can see, the dial is just very nice. Bi-directional bezel, friction. You can see the backlight, and you can see the patina on the dial. Pretty nice. Crown with the crown, bracelet with the Tudor shield, but inside it has the Rolex. So it's a pretty, and even inside here it has the Rolex. So it's a pretty rare model that you have the combination of the crown, case back, and the back of the bracelet, but the bracelet itself with the Tudor shield, and of course the dial Tudor shield. So this is one of the watches, like I was saying, will be more for my wife at the time. Let's keep it with the same. This one also one of the watches that I rarely wear, as it's very dressy. It's a Quartz Cartier Ronde. My father gave this watch to me, and I really like it, but as I said, it's more my wife's space, so it will be in her collection in the future. So what should we go next? Yeah, we can go with stay in the Rolex family. We have the Explorer 2 1997 model. Comes with a bracelet. I put it on this NATO. I usually wear it on a rubber B-strap. The best 200 euros you can upgrade your old Rolex with is a rubber B-strap. Really, it's a great strap, I have to say that. The watch is just awesome for a traveling watch. One of my favorite watches to travel with, to take out with. Just looks pretty nice on the wrist. Let me put it in. Some people were saying it's 40. With the caliper it's around 39.6 or something like that, so it's not totally 40, but it's perfect size for me as well. So keep it rolling, put this away. Let's go with my favorite traveling watch ever. This is my favorite traveling watch. It's the Fortis B42 Marinemaster Altair edition with Arabic dial. You can see the bezel action. Pretty smooth bezel action. You have date in Arabic. Get see-through case back, and I put it on this Bund Pilot strap, and it just looks perfect on it. It's bulky. It has a presence on the wrist, and with this strap, it gives it just the oomph it needs. It has a full loom dial, so in traveling, it's just perfect. And with this strap, I think it's much easier to travel with and to wear it. And yeah, I think I will keep it on the strap until further notice, let's say. Put it away. So what watch should we take next? I think we could take the divers. When I started collecting, I was really interested in divers. Now I'm more into vintage dress watches. Divers were my first, let's say, love in the watch world. And as you can see, this is an Ergon Maelstrom. It's a limited release micro brand with bronze. And as you can see, I sent it to a hand engraver, which engraved the watch. As you can see, here are the engravings. Looks pretty nice, right? Even made my initials. And you can see the engraving all around here. Engraving on the sides. Engravings on the bezel. The other side, the only thing he didn't engrave was the crown, because he told me it will break. It's too small, too fragile. A pretty decent watch for the money. And yeah, it's my go-to watch when I'm thinking about wearing something that I know no one other will have it, at least because of the engraving. It's only 100 watches worldwide, that were made, and I don't think that any of them also sent their watches to the same guy that I had them engraved. So pretty unique. I don't think I will be selling it because of the engraving part, and the naming might be one of the watches to keep for the future, just because of the, not because of the value, just because of this art that's on the watch. Another watch that I'm keeping as well is this thing. Might be needing a service in the next couple of months. We'll be sending it when the whole situation eases up a little bit. The dial, I love the dial. This pink salmon dial has a Cerita 500 movement. Pretty ordinary movement, but a very, very good watch. Sinn is one of the watches I always tell my friends, if you want to get a new watch around 1,000 to 2,000 euros, get a Sinn. Definitely worth the money. Definitely. And if you're looking for a sports watch in that category, Sinn is definitely the watch to go for. And the other watch to go for, if you're looking a watch in that category, might be Nomos. Nomos also makes super high-end watches. This is the Amsterdam limited edition for Ace Jewelers. Shout out to Ace Jewelers. The watch is 75 watches from them were produced with this red indices. Just some my smudgy fingers. And the watch is just pretty nice. Thin, 100mm water resistant, manual wind movement, in-house. Looks pretty nice and great price. So Nomos is another brand I always recommend to friends when they're looking for the 1,000 to 2,000 euros range. So we could go to maybe one of the watches that I'm also not selling, which is the Seiko Alpinist, the SARP 017. Got it before it was discontinued, and I just love this green dial. Got it with around like 320, 340 euros. Now it's much more expensive than that, but still very fun watch. The dial with the golden indices looks fantastic. I really like this watch. So keeping with the Seiko, and this is the Seiko 5. Not sure about the reference number, but it's the Arabic dial, 41mm, 50 meters water resistant. As you can see, the date is in normal Arabic, Eastern Arabic day, and you have dial Eastern Arabic. See-through case back, nothing special, but the watch is really nice and looks good on the wrist as well, even though it's a big watch. Definitely when you buy a Seiko 5, you definitely have to throw the strap and buy another strap with it. And speaking of Seiko 5s, and this is the Seiko nearest and dearest to my heart, is the first automatic watch I had, given to me by my father. It's a Seiko 5 Perpetual calendar from 1976, and it was given by my grandfather to him when he also graduated school, or police school to be honest. And yeah, it's, what can I say, it's a heirloom, family heirloom. Would love to give it to my future kids someday. And yeah, one of the watches that I'm not gonna think about even selling it. So what could be next? Another watch that could be also construed as a family heirloom is this Zenith Movado museum piece. You can see it has a little bit of a royal oak feel to it, with this black dial and the shape of the case. Pretty thin. It's a quartz watch. It's a pretty nice watch. I really like it. I don't wear it a lot, but I do think it's when I wear it, people usually ask me, what is this watch? I never saw it before, and it struck a conversation. So Staying with the family heirloom stuff, this is also one of my grandfather's watches, which she passed me down. This is the Rado Quartz watch with day and date, and pretty cool watch. It's golden. It's pretty nice. You can see that it's fairly used, let's say, on the case and everything, but it looks just great. I really like it, and I think it's one of the watches that also will never be leaving the collection because it has a high sentimental value for me. So this is one of the watches that I use actually daily. It's my nightstand watch because it's so big. Even on my wrist, I have a 16.7 now, gained 0.2 in this quarantine time on my wrist size, but still it's massive watch, and I use it as a nightstand next to me because it's really legible and you can see really quite well even at night the time. Another watch that I use as my other stand in my home office is this watch. I have it always there, so if I forget to wear a watch when I'm in my home office, I have this one to wear, and it's the best one for working out, taking a hike. Pretty nice size, pretty decent, loom as well, solar energy like this one. Very cool watches. So staying with the quartz, the non-mechanical one, this is the Timex Q Reissue. It's a fun watch. I just bought it because I really liked how it looked like, and I do enjoy wearing it at home, to be honest. It's really fun, and especially when I forget to, when I'm going out to grab something quick and I forget to set up the watch, I wear this one. So let's zoom in on the rest of the watches. These are the ones that I'm thinking about selling them. So this is one of the new additions to my collection. Got it last week, Junghans NOS, so new old stock with papers from 1966. That's almost unheard of for something like that. And I have the original bracelet and everything. I just put it on this new strap just to try it out. I have also this Alpina. So Dean, if you're watching, I'll be contacting you soon to see if you're still interested. I'm thinking about also reducing, so it's such a beautiful watch, such a beautiful dial, but I don't wear it that often, so it might be a good idea to pass it on. We'll see in the next days. As you can see, pretty nice collection from old watches, and that's why I don't want to sell them or part ways with them, because every one of them has a story. Everyone has a story of buying and wearing and trying it out and stuff like that. So that's my problem. So I hope you're still watching. If you are watching, please do leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And also tell me, which watch would you sell actually from the lot? Or which watches would you keep? Which watches would you sell? That would be interesting to know. This Certina helmet is also from the 70s. Pretty nice design. This is a lizard handmade strap. This one of the watches that I'm not thinking about selling because it looks so nice on my wrist, and with this strap it looks even better. Another watch I'm not thinking about selling is this one. It's so unique. I never saw anything like this, with jumping hour minutes and flying seconds, all in an open case with a helmet style case. I put it on this strap. Looks pretty cool as well. Don't see it that often. Watch you don't see that often as well is the one arm watch, and I really like the dome crystal, 7mm of domed crystal. It's really nice, manual wind. Put it on this strap because it looks much better than the supply strap. This is one of the watches I think I'll be selling as well. This one is one of my favorites. It is the best chronograph that I found in that condition, let's say. It's really, really nice. I really like it. Not thinking about selling it, but if push comes to shove, it will be going out the door as well. But let's say I won't be thinking about it at the moment. This is the one I will be also thinking about selling or putting it online. This Movado with enamel dial, golden like teardrop plugs, 34 millimeters. Looks nice. Comes with a blue strap, black strap. Contact me if you're interested. This Edox as well. I got a new crystal, so the crystal is scratched as you can see, but I got a new crystal. The numerals are looking cool. It looks also big, but it's 34 millimeters, but it wears much bigger. Looks nice, manual wind, works well. Also one of the watches I'm willing to sell. Last but not least, this Stowa Parat. Also one of my newest additions. Looks really nice. Has a 16 millimeter lugs, 33.5 millimeters diameter. Very, very sturdy movement, which I opened. I have a video that's last week, check it out. And I really like the watch, but also I'll be selling it. So I hope you enjoyed my watch videos. And yeah, please, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you have comments, what do you think about the collection? Which watch should I leave? Which watch should I sell? Which watch should I keep? Please do leave them down below. And yeah, have a great one, stay healthy, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.